Good morning, y'all. We are finally back in Alabama, and it is a very foggy March morning, which typically spells success for big speckled trout and redfish. So we should be able to get on us a pretty good bite today. We're going to be throwing some miradines to start, got some top water lures, some other stuff. So yeah, we're just going to kind of figure out what's going on in here, get in here and find us some fish. Y'all stay tuned. Let's get after it. To start off, I'm going to be throwing a miradine XL. We got a silver body, chartreuse bottom, and a purple top. Awesome little lure, especially March time. We're fishing on a pretty low tide. We're only in about 3 foot of water where we're at right here. And having a good suspending twitch bait is it's a pretty good lure to get some good strikes on. We're gonna play around with our retrieves, see if they want it fast or slow this morning, and try to put us a pattern together. All right, we've been throwing the miradine for a while, covered this entire bank, haven't gotten a bite on it yet, so we're gonna make a swap over to a jig. We are in some really dirty water, so I don't know. Yeah, that's good color. All right, we got the haymaker color right here on the Hoodwink. Pearl white chartreuse tail, looks like it stands out pretty good. And of course, we're going backlash on our first cast with it. We'll get that out and we'll get the fanning around. Maybe they'll hit the jig. Got him. There we go. First fish of the morning. I think that's a decent one. Probably, oh, it just came off. Dang it. That's probably my 3rd or 4th. And then backlashed again. Y'all, I promise I know how to throw a bait caster. Yeah, that was probably my 3rd or 4th cast with the jig. Got our first bite. And it was waking out there like it was a decent fish. Got him. There we go. Come here. That's a good fish. Good fish. Come here. All right. Starting to put a little bit of a pattern together. Look at that chunky dude right there. My goodness. Y'all, look at that trout right there. Probably pushing close to 20, for sure a 19-inch fish, and absolutely choked the Hoodwink right there. We're gonna get some pliers out, dig that out, and we're gonna let this guy go. This trout's got something funny going on with his gills right there. Actually, on both sides of him, kind of got some, it's like some bones or something sticking out there. All right. Well, appreciate the bite, fella. Bye-bye. So awesome. One of my favorite fish to catch. Speckled trout, say one of my favorite fish. It is definitely by far my favorite fish in the world to target, because if you're able to get out there and just get on some big ones, it kind of becomes a rare catch. Something that's a little difficult to do. All right, we're gonna ease back out. So we started fishing around this point right here. Really didn't get any bites until we got around. We missed that one good fish, and then we came off a little bit, throwing out away from it, and that's where we got that bite. Actually missed a couple of bites before I connected on that one, so I'm thinking these fish might be pushed out more onto the flat. Oh, I just got whacked. Come back for it. They are not hitting it very aggressively. The bites that we've had have been real subtle. That's why we've missed a lot of them. They're not just, you know, going after it. It's like they're just coming up behind it, picking it up by the tail. Oh, another soft bite. Those are trout. They're just not. It's so crazy right now. Being March like this, you would think they'd be a lot more aggressive. It's all right. We're gonna get a little bit quicker on our hook sets. they might be coming up behind it, just getting a whiff of that plastic and spitting it. I don't know. I don't know. Got him. Good fish. Good fish. Come here. Oh, yeah, there's some decent ones. Not giants, but these are some really, really nice trout that we're hooking into this morning. Come here. All right. This one's not quite as big as the last one, but you can definitely see that they are putting some shoulders on and getting ready to make their push out to some sandier, saltier water to lay some eggs. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful fish right there. And another one that just absolutely choked that bait right there. All right, girl, appreciate the bite, thank you. Well, I got to admit, it has not been like a super lights out morning. We've definitely missed some fish. We've been all over the place, really. We just haven't been able to get them dialed into one area. I mean, I'm catching a couple out on the flats. It went kind of dead for a while. Decided to move back in here closer to the point, which is really, it's not common for this time of year. A lot of times when you can find one fish, you can pretty much just power pole down and stay in an area and just catch them there until the bite dies, because they travel in big, big schools. Right now, they're migrating out of the rivers, out of the creeks, and they're getting ready to make their push out to some saltier water, like around the Mobile Bay area. Our trout are going, oh, I just missed one. Our trout are going to be going down towards Dolphin Island, and that's pretty much where they're going to go and spawn out for the late spring and summer. And as that happens, these fish just kind of school up in these zones while they're making their push. But today, it's just not been one of those days where they're just schooled up. They're kind of all over the place. Oh, Nate, don't miss them. Man, such a funny bite this morning. Got him. Come here. That's a little guy. That's a little guy. Come here. That's definitely the smallest one of the morning. Let go. Let go. Little feisty fella. All right. There we go. Appreciate the bite, guy. Oh, I'm gonna get a good release on you. Bye-bye. See you later. Well, these are some of my absolutely favorite conditions to fish in. Being in a kayak, it can be a little bit sketchy out here. We got this dense fog, but something about this dense fog, it really creates a really, really good bite. I'm not on them as good as I'd like to be, or as I thought I'd be this morning. We are catching some solid fish. We haven't caught a lot of them yet. We're still out here fishing, but something about this dense fog, it really just creates a feeding environment for these trout and also redfish. Anytime that I'm seeing like dense fog, all I'm thinking about is getting out on the creeks, rivers, and catching some trout. Springtime, we get a lot of foggy mornings. You got your warmer mornings, colder water, and yeah, it just creates a really, really good environment to catch some good fish. Being out here on a kayak though, there's only one problem. I got land right there. A lot of boats are running these rivers and stuff, so I want to make sure that I'm keeping myself safe. A lot of these boats, they're not able to see, so they're running solely off of their graph, right, their maps, and they're not really able to see me. So I need to use my ears, listen for boats. If I hear anybody coming, I typically go and I hug the bank until the boat passes. But yeah, even if I were to wear bright orange, red clothes, whatever, right? A lot of people say wear bright clothes and stuff like that on a foggy morning like this. Like, you're not going to really be able to see anything. But anyways, I'm going to stop yapping. We're going to keep on casting. We're going to catch some more fish. sun is coming up now. It's behind us, and I'm starting to be able to see the houses on the other side of the river. So the sun is starting to burn off the fog a little bit. I suspect within the next hour or so, most of this fog will probably be moved on out of here. Swap back over to the Mirrodine for just a second. Fan around in here. See if I can get him to bite that. Typically, when I put that Mirrodine in front of one of them's face and shake it, give them that little bit of rattle, they hit it, and they hit it with everything. I don't think I've ever fished a lure that a trout will hit harder than a Mirrodine. They just do not want a Mirrodine this morning at all. I cannot get a single bite on it, which is really, really crazy for this time of year. I guess it's just a jig deal today. We are getting a little bit more wind starting to come around the point right here. That's going to get a little bit of water moving around. Might pick up the bite just a little bit. Got him. Good fish. Good fish. I mean, 2 casts after swapping out. That's a good one. Good trout. Good trout. Come here. Tell me they don't want the hoodwink this morning. Get your butt in this net. Get in the net. Y'all, that is the biggest one of the morning right there. Oh, look at the shoulders on that girl. Come here. Chill out. My goodness, look at the shoulders on that fish. Oh, man, such a beautiful, beautiful, healthy trout. Oh, come here. Come here. Give an old hoodwink back, girl. Look at that fish. So fat. She's ready to head off. Lay some eggs. See you, girl. Man, I promise that was literally my second cast after swapping out from that Mirrodine. They just don't want the Mirrodine this morning at all, which is so crazy for this time of year. So crazy. If y'all want to know where we're fishing at, I'm gonna do a full Google Earth breakdown of where we launched, where we're fishing at here today, and basically everything that's gone into this trip right here. If y'all want to see that, it will be available on my Patreon channel. I'm gonna link that up here as well as down below. That is a $20 a month subscription where I do Google Earth breakdowns all over the Gulf Coast, mainly around Alabama, Mississippi, and Northwest Florida, of areas I fish and areas that I catch a lot of fish throughout the year. So if y'all want to find some new spots to go out and fish, be sure to check out the Patreon page. There are over 100 videos on there and should be some good information available to y'all. Got him. Fish on, y'all. Come here. Looks like it's going to be a speckled trout. That might be. Oh, good fish. Good fish. It's running a little bit of drag on me. Come here. Come on, let's see what we got. Yeah, that's a decent speckled trout right there. Come here. Look at that solid fish. Ah, about to put a hook in me. All right. Well, that right there is fish number 1 of the morning. Go ahead and let that guy go right there. We do got a lot of bait in the area. It looks like we've already had our first glass minnow hatch of the year. Seen a lot of small stuff up ahead, and I'm just kind of keeping my eye on it, seeing if I'm seeing that bait scatter across the top of the water. Give us a good indication that they got some predators in the area. Got him. Good fish. Good fish. There we go. That's hookup number 3. Ah, I said it was a good fish. It is a keeper. Man, he must have been swimming weird down there. That is landed speck number 2 on the morning. See you, dude. All right, well, that one was right out here in the middle of this flat, and our bait is still in good shape. Let's throw it back out there. Oh, you son of a gun, you. He bit right there. Oh. He surprised me probably just as much as I surprised him. Got him. Come here. When they hit, they are aggressive. Speckled trout number 3 landed. That one's got some battle scars on them right here. A little bit, looks like something nailed them. There's another keeper fish, probably right on the edge of it, about 15 inches right there. See you, dude. All right, and we'll just fix that bait up right there. So, like I stated earlier, this is the ultraviolet hoodwink. It is a great, great color for fishing this kind of, it's not muddy in here, it's just kind of black water, tannic color. And it is a great, great color for that. I will say that if you are having any issues with the durability of your baits, if you go to that swing ball head like that right there, your baits are going to last a lot longer. You can see there we've landed 3, hooked 4 or 5. Our bait is still in great shape, and just get that spring from being twisted. There we go. There, and we'll chunk it back out, see if we can get us another one. Easing back around this point again. There he is. Oh my goodness, Nate. Yeah, it's about to turn on. Golly, he nailed it. Let me make sure my hook's sitting good. Yep, it's about to get good. We're in the right spot. Come on, eat it again. Tell you what, I'm gonna put it in reverse because the current's got me sweeping out this way. I'm kind of just letting the current move me at a good pace, but getting hit like that, I think that was a decent fish.
Yeah, but at least the drop fish. What I get?
Got him. Fish on, y'all. Come here. What do we got? A bass? Well, that's a variety on the day. What? Man, something whacked that guy's tail too. Golly, he looked like a old redfish or something. Try to get him, maybe an alligator gar. There's a lot of gar in the area right here. All right, appreciate the bite, old bass. Oh, good one. Good fish. Good fish. Come here. Oh, I thought I was snagged at first. Stay down. That's going to be our biggest one of the morning. Get your butt in that net. Oh, man. The hoodwink is catching some doggone fish this morning. Look at the shoulders on that trout. Man, that's another fish that's jacked up. Look at the gills. Something whacked him or some sort of disorder, I'm not sure. But look, another fish on the hoodwink. Get a real quick picture of this one with the lure in its mouth, and we're gonna let this one go. Appreciate the bite there, fella. Probably about an 18, maybe 19 incher. We'll see you. Bye-bye. Well, y'all, we are having a great morning. That's probably the 5th or 6th fish we've put in the boat. We've missed several more, but I got a really quick question for y'all. I've seen it kind of trending here on YouTube where a lot of people are doing unedited videos, And basically they're making 2.5, 3, sometimes even 4 hour long videos where they don't have any cuts, any edits. It just shows the process and everything throughout it. I want to know from y'all, do y'all like that type of content? Would y'all like me to put out some unedited content? I can come out to this area or other areas and basically just film the entire process with no cuts. If y'all like that type of content, leave me a comment down below, let me know, and I will look into putting out that content for y'all. Let's ease out here, make us another cast across the front of these docks. It's gotta be more where that one came from. All right, y'all, well, we are back from a pretty solid couple of mornings of fishing. It hasn't been like just crazy insane like I would expect it to be this time of year, but we're definitely getting on some quality fish, and y'all saw me catch most of, well, all of those fish on a hoodwink. I did throw that Mirrodine a ton to try to get bites. I know I put it out in the video, but this time of year, throwing a Mirrodine's hard to beat, but for whatever reason, they really just wanted that jig being swimmed. I was picking up that jig, letting it fall down, and you kind of saw my cadence and all throughout the video, but I like to pick that lure up, reel down my slack, pick it up, reel down my slack, and I don't like that lure to really get down into the mud. I want to keep it swimming midways up in the water column, and that's what those trout wanted. But yeah, that was the video. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I will link all of the lures we used down in the description so y'all can check them out there, as well as the jig heads that we were using. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed it. If y'all did, hit the like button, comment with any questions, subscribe if you haven't already, and we will see y'all in the next one.